All right, and we are live.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. Doing good little but I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. It's still, you know what? I just realized daylight savings time is so light over there.
I got the blinds open. I was just like, yes.
He's like, yes, son. Yes, do what you do. Yes, Lord.
Stay for a
Natural
good
glow.
hour. Yeah, stay good for an hour, then just close the blinds. We're good.
Okay. How's the weather down there? Is the weather good? Because it's hot up here.
It was hot today. It was like 85 today. But like earlier, well, actually this morning it was 54. So I won't get on it. It's just been a week, okay? It's just been a week. Texas is
That's
very
a
consistent.
well. Okay, so here it got really warm. We were outside playing in the pool with the kids, but um it's not as humid as it is down in San Antonio.
Hmm. Isn't
Um,
it more consistent weather there though?
so I wouldn't say the weather is more consistent. What I will say is that we do have all four seasons that occur in their season's time.
Okay.
Texas tends to get all four seasons in a day,
Yes.
and it's a lot. I know I was talking to Jocelyn earlier, and she was burning up.
Yeah, it
So
got really hot.
yeah.
That's
Hey, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
And who else is here? Hey, Kayla.
Hey, Luca.
This week's episode, I have been getting a lot of great feedback from it. It was such a really cool conversation to have because I don't think people are not aware or and what I'm finding as I'm getting older, it's not that some people are not aware of it. They just may not have the words to articulate what's going on.
Mm.
And so, okay.
Praying for you,
All
Kayla.
right. All right. Thank you. I'm glad that you got it worked out. Um, so I'm finding that more and more people are having are learning the words to articulate what they feel and
Mm.
what it means and how it comes across. And I'm proud of those people. Those of you who are working on learning to articulate what you truly feel, what's really happening, that kudos to you. Absolutely kudos to you because that really helps your relationships. It really helps you in learning self-awareness. It's learning that what you may want is not necessarily what you may need at the time, but you'll be able to get what you need more efficiently from those who can give it to you. Or learning how to, like we talked in the episode, do for yourself. So what are some takeaways that you had from the episode? And we'll get into the icebreaker shortly. But what are some takeaways that you had from the episode?
So, first off, great episode. I really loved it. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
It was a great conversation. It was actually something that I talk about often. 'Cause like you said, some people just don't realize that they're in this cycle,
Mm-hmm.
that they can get
Mm-hmm.
out of the cycle, but they just don't know how or what's on the other side and so on. But the takeaway was, it's really, really necessary to acknowledge and heal from your past
Yes.
because you don't have to repeat that generation, generation, generation. Like you're able to choose what you want your path to be.
Yes.
You have to first acknowledge where you are and identify what it is you want to change and then make that change. So that was the biggest thing I took away from the conversation we had for this episode.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get into the icebreaker, which comes from actually a conversation that I had with Rachel. Hey, Lenora, welcome.
Lenora.
Glad to see you here. The icebreaker comes from a conversation that I had with Rachel previously. She posted this on her story, and I kind of want to get the audience's reaction and their thoughts on it. A little bit of backstory. First of all, the icebreaker is: if you receive a gift, do you feel obligated to reciprocate? A little bit of backstory to give a little bit more context to what this question is would be those of us who receive gifts from people, whether it be for birthdays, holidays, new house, new job, whatever the occasion. If you receive a gift or gifts regularly for you, your children, your family, whatever, do you feel that you are then obligated, responsible, whatever the word you want to use, to give a gift in kind to that person?
So I think for me, I love giving gifts.
Yeah.
Just because I like the joy and the happiness and reactions. I feel well, thanks my gifts. So, yeah, when you get it out, I like to see that. When I get gifts, I feel like I'm obligated to say thank you. I'm obligated to say thank you or send a thank you card or do something kind to show you that I appreciate you taking out your time and money and thinking about me. But I don't think that makes me obligated to return a gift. But at bare minimum, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like, yeah, that's how I feel about the situation.
You bring up a really good point. You actually do love giving gifts to people.
Yeah.
And I mean, from the times that I visited, you always have little gifts or trinkets, like, oh, thank you for visiting, or whether it be a Snuggie or a picture or a mug or whatever. Like, you're always in that like gift giving like, it's not even a phase, like that's like your lifestyle. That's almost like your love language is gift giving. And I think that's a really good point to bring up, because gifts and acts of service, that's not really what my love language is. So if I tell you, if I say, thank you, or I want to show my love or appreciation, it's more than likely not going to be through gift giving. It's going to be through me showing up, being present, being there when you need me. So like that is a part of it, I think, that Rachel and I didn't really talk about. And look who's here. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Welcome. Rachel, we're just talking a little bit about the conversation that you posted on your story, and a little bit that we had after the fact. It's really that I think that part of the conversation was missing, because if you're not a gift giver like me, I don't feel that I should have to break the bank to prove to you that I appreciate you or I thank you or whatever. But if I speak in, if I don't speak through gifts, I speak through acts of service, or I speak through words of affirmation, or I speak through time spent together, physical touch, or whatever it is. If I speak through other ways, then I think it's more important in that relationship that the two people understand how they communicate.
Right.
Because one person could absolutely be a gift giver, and it's like, yes, like, I know that you went out of your way to pick out this thing to give it to me because you know that I liked it. You know that this is something that I wanted. As opposed to it, for me, it'd be, I didn't get you a gift, but I showed up to your graduation, your event, or whatever. I'm not saying that I always show up empty-handed or anything, but I think it's more important that I get there. It's more important that I am supportive and present.
Right.
So
and
that's
you brought up something, that understanding. Like,
yes.
Two people have to understand how it's going to be received, if there's going to be something expected in return, the reason behind it. So it just has to be that understanding present in order for it not to turn into a thing.
Absolutely. And one thing that I mentioned before was, I don't do the whole tit for tat thing. So if you're giving me a gift like this, like, here's the gift, but I want my stuff on the side, then I feel like, okay, so you're giving me a gift just to get something in return. We might as well take $20 and keep passing it back and forth between each other.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like that's really what it is.
Yeah.
I don't really like the tit for tat thing. But if it's genuine, then you're not really expecting anything back. You're just doing it because that is how you show you care for someone, as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to, oh, I'm waiting, I'm waiting for something in return. Now, if people are showing that they're not appreciative, they don't say thank you, they don't have appreciation, or the gift ends up in the trash on the floor or discarded in some way, then yeah, I know that you're not appreciative of it, and I probably don't need to spend any money on you. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to go to work for you to throw my stuff in the trash. KK says, yes, I feel obligated to match the same amount that the person spent on my gift, but I like giving gifts with no expectations of receiving anything in return. Really? So so the question would be, do you go like online to find out how much they actually paid for it? Because I know people who are thrifters and who
Mm-hmm.
will get the gift like at a Kmart special or something.
Look, and dress it up and make it look really, really nice.
Absolutely.
Make it look really, really nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if somebody got you a snow globe, and now all of a sudden you got to like, okay, where did they get this from? Let me see how much they charge. Let me get them another one and give it to them. So now you all have like matching gifts going back and forth. That's where I talk about the whole, we might as well spend $20 going back and forth between each other. I'm
Right.
gonna Venmo you $50 for congratulations. Well, I'm gonna Venmo you back because you did this thing. Well, I'm gonna Venmo it to you because blah 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 blah.
Right. Save money from you.
That's that's what I feel. What I feel about that. Um, let's see. Rachel said, I missed the first part. That was the entire. Well, yeah, it was just the conversation was just whether or not you feel obligated. It was taken from a conversation that we had on your stories, asking, what do you feel your responsibility is? Do you feel like you have any obligations to give somebody a gift back? That's essentially what it was.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you all still are typing, Lenora, then you can go ahead and finish typing. We're going to go on to the questions of the episode. Like I said, I really enjoyed this episode. We talked um, we talked a lot about healing from our past. And one of the main topics was confusing your current characters in your present
Mm-hmm.
with the characters or the events that have taken place in your past. One of the questions that we'll start with: how do you recognize when you or someone else confuses their past with the present?
Their response does not match the action.
That's a good one. That
Like,
is a good one.
kind of record scratch. You just like, wait, all I said was, do you have a pencil? Like, what is,
Yes.
what happened? So it's that reaction that kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, there's something deeper here that's causing you to react like this. It's something so small to me or normal to me, but I obviously triggered something for you to react like this. So that's definitely a way I can recognize that. Not only in myself, but in other people. It's always easier to point out other people's flaws than hold up the mirror to yourself. But yeah, reactions are a big one.
I I wholeheartedly agree with that. I try to check myself with the reactions, um, especially in me when I react over the top to something someone has said or done, and it's like I'm blown up from like years of whatever that's been pushed down now has been awakened, and oh no, you've wakened a sleeping giant, and now I got to go attack you, and it's like all they did was bump your cart. Why are you going off on this person like this? why do you have to like go to war with this person?
Right.
Reactions are a big thing for me. My probably my other thing is realizing that the the way that they're talking to me
Mm-hmm.
or the way that I talk to myself is not in line with the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if and in the episode we talk about how some people can be triggered in I use the example of noodles. If I say I
Yeah.
don't like noodles, they say, "Oh, my cookie's nasty," and they get into these thoughts of they start saying, "Oh, so what you're saying is you really don't love me, you don't care about me," and it's all these like extreme, like the tone of the conversation is so extreme
Mm-hmm.
to go from 0 to 100 so quickly um, about something so simple. It makes it like the changing of the tone not matching the conversation makes it stand out of just like I don't think you're talking to me, like you're talking
Right.
to me, but not about this thing.
Right.
This can't be what has set you off. It can't. So I tried to make sure that I not only watch people's reaction, but I watch their tone, because sometimes their reaction is um to be reserved and shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, you're shutting down because you called me 6 times when I told you I was busy
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not available. So you're now not talking to me because you think I don't care about you, or you think that I'm not making you a priority,
Mm-hmm.
or you think that I should have answered on the fifth call. First of all, anybody who calls me in succession more than twice and it's not an emergency, more than likely you're going to be put on the block list. I'm just saying, you cannot, if it's not an emergency and you call me in rapid succession, I'm putting you on the block list. I don't know how long, but you will be put on the block list. Don't blow up my phone if nothing, especially from out of state. Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because 6 times is excessive. You should be proud. I haven't used my block list in a while.
What?
That's growth.
Queen of block list. What?
That's a lot of growth right there. I haven't
That
had to.
that is.
Haven't had to.
Let's see. KK says, hold on. I haven't in a long time. Oh, she was replying from before. But I never wanted anyone to feel like I was being cheap with their gifts. Look, if I feel like I feel like, how do I want to say this? If I feel that I'm going to be judged off of the gift that I give to someone,
Mm-hmm.
I either get them a simple card, like, because at that point I don't care anymore. So I will get you a card by whatever store, Dollar Tree, Target, whatever I'm driving by.
2 for $1.
Yes, I will get you a card, write something nice, and let that be that.
Right.
I'm not even gonna try to put myself in a situation, man, if I don't spend this much money, because uh 20, 50, $100 on a gift, and just for them to do what? Oh, oh, she got money. No, no, not worth it to me.
Yeah, simple, like I said, I love giving gifts. Like I feel like you can buy the simplest things, but because like it's something that directly attaches to like a passion or a gift, like it's great. Are you frozen? I feel like she's frozen. I'm talking to myself. Hey y'all in the comments. Everybody having a good night tonight? And she's loaded. All right, you're back.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry.
What's the last thing you heard?
I heard I feel like a simple, and then it cut off.
Simple gifts. Simple,
Uh,
thoughtful gifts go a long way. Because, like I said, if I get you something that I know is directly connected to your passion, like if I got you a podium, you would know what that's for. That I'm
Absolutely.
super thoughtful. I know what you're passionate about, and you know that I support you, for me, if somebody got me a really good pen with a good weight to it and a good like journal, like I'd be happy. So it's just about knowing who you're giving the gift to, and just being genuine about it. You can't compete with that.
Yeah, I feel that wholeheartedly because I'm not going to wonder if somebody thinks that I'm cheap or not because y'all don't pay my bills. Y'all don't pay my bills. Lenore says the first call. Listen, and the funny thing is, like Lenore will call and then she'll send me a
Oh
text,
my Lord. She
and
got like
then
the world. You didn't answer my call. You're keeping the kids away from me. They don't know me anymore. I'm just like, oh my Lord. They are asleep. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that is somebody that will do the one phone call and then just go off.
yes, the world is coming to an end because, like, after I think not last week, it was last week and the week before. Nobody called me and told me. Nobody told me about the live. And I'm just like, there was no live. Who approved this?
Oh my
What do
Lord.
you mean? So, yes, Lenore, yeah, absolutely the first call for you.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel says, I recognize it when it becomes a pattern or when it happens again. The first thing the person says, well, it happened with the last person I was friends with or my ex.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Lord. That's the part of the live I didn't bring up. Yes. When I talked about how the pattern I saw with males getting their heart broken in elementary school, I can't do it no more. Oh, I can't trust another woman. Oh, it's not for me. I don't want to get married. I'm not a one woman man. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like,
it's just all
why?
over the place. Like, you need to, first of all, bro, you need to take time to heal from whatever you got going on.
I'm just like, stop it.
I don't envy whoever you are in a relationship with at all. Like, whoever you get into a relationship with right now, I don't envy that person because you're always going to talk about, well, they said and they did and how come and this, that. And I'm just like, what does that person have to do with me?
Nothing at all.
Deal with your insecurities first. Like, deal with your insecurities, deal with your hurt. I'm not hurt. You're not.
Yeah.
This is you healed. Oh.
Now again, this is not a male bashing thing because, like I said in the episode,
Women do it too, yeah.
Women, we do experience heartbreak as well. But I just, in my experience, I see that women are more likely to try again versus males. That's it. Not bashing any
You
males.
remember what happened in the third grade?
When Jackson watched the episode, he said he feels attacked. I'm just like, look. I'm not bashing anybody. I am just speaking from my experience. That's all.
Listen,
that is it. That is it.
But some people is just like they're, so we'll take Tasha's character from Why Did I Get Married?
Okay.
Of her constantly checking Marcus's gas, his mileage, how much gas is in the car, how long it takes for him to get to work, how long it takes to do whatever, like how long you been at work, what you mean is people at the house, and then automatically assuming that he's always cheating. Well, my last dude, girl. Yeah. Oh no. So, but it happens in so many relationships, or like when people feel like automatically when they get into friendships where they have to like establish loyalty. Are you loyal? Are you this? Because I'm down for whatever. And I need to make sure people are ride or die for me, first of all. I'm sorry, what? I don't do that. I don't do that. Oh gosh. Okay, I didn't realize that the comments were blowing up. Give me just a second, y'all. KK says, preach, preacher, hashtag blocked, hashtag ain't got time for it, hashtag slam the flip phone closed.
Oh, Lord.
I need you to get it together. Oh, Mike's here. Are we being petty in the comics? I want you to get your life together. If we start there, I mean, welcome, but getting your life together. Nobody, everybody cares, Lenora. I need you to get your life together. Yes, people like to live in their cycles. I don't know what. I don't know why. Jocelyn says yes. I don't know to what I think she was saying yes to what your comment was about guys.
Okay.
I don't like this conversation, by the way. I feel like people who don't like this conversation probably are experiencing these symptoms. There is help for you. There is help for you.
Yeah, we're not bashing you. Not at all.
It's okay. Hurt people.
That's very true.
Yes, and I want people to acknowledge that so that they can understand that they don't have to be hurt always.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Jackson says, listen, Jackson's son, it's gonna be okay. Listen. You are in a better place now, a much better space. It's okay. This side is greener, right? It's a greener side of the fence. I feel like. I agree with Jackson. I need you to get your life together. What? I still feel like I need you to get your life together. Let's see. None of them count if they were before Jackson. Let's see.
Amen.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
You speak when you enter the room. Appreciate it. Is it too late to chime in on the gift question? No, if you want to respond to that question, that's fine. I don't mind.
Please do.
But the question is now, how do you recognize when you or someone else confuses their past with the present? And for those of you who are just chiming in, Jendayi, do you want to kind of summarize what you said previously?
Yeah, I just said when their response doesn't match the action or the words that were spoken, like reaction or underreaction, even it just does not add up, then it's not relevant to what's current right now, and their mind is somewhere else, and they're responding to that.
Yeah, because that whole where did that come from? Like that. Yeah, that kind of tells you.
Look around real life. Me? Me?
That's not even in my character. What are you? I do that. I do the projection thing. Like, are you like they say? What's something that they say something like that I can't trust anyone because I was treated so bad in my relationship, and it's like, are you saying that you can't be trusted? Like that's how I phrase the question. Like,
right.
I feel like you're saying you can't be trusted.
Everybody on it, they can think about it.
Hey, Jason.
Hey.
I just feel like sometimes people show their hand and just saying that they can't. They're refusing to kind of heal from whatever has happened before, so they just tend to treat people based on where they were. Perfect example of this. We moved from the Bay Area out past Sacramento, and the Bay Area, very fast-paced place, lots of traffic, lots of cars, stuff like that. Sacramento is pretty slow. I mean, there's traffic, but the area that we're living, very suburb. Think Brady Bunch. Okay, very, very Brady Bunch kind of area. I got a bicycle, like a bicycle.
Why you say it like that?
Because I was gonna say bike, and then I was like, it's not a motorcycle. I got a bicycle because the bus would stop. The last bus that would go by the house stops at like 5:45. And I'm like, I don't get out of class until 5:30 from college. So I went. But then there was nobody to pick me up from the last bus stop, which was about 3 miles away. I want to say that's 3 miles. I don't know if it's 3 miles from Rite Aid to the house. Is that 3 miles?
Ish.
3 miles.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a bicycle to take me from Rite Aid to the house. Now, mind you, Dad wasn't always home to pick me up, but he got mad because he was like, "You're gonna get." He was like, "It's dark. It's nighttime. You're gonna get hit by a car. Why would you get a bicycle?" This is before Uber and Lyft were a thing. And so he was like, "Why would you get a bicycle?" And I was like, "Because I need to get home. Like I need to. I don't have another way. I don't have a car. I need to be able to get home." And he went on and on for like 2 weeks about this bike, and I was like, "I don't understand why you're so bent about the bike." He says, "Remember, I grew up in San Francisco." Hey, we're not in San Francisco. We're in Sacramento. Very different places you can relax about the bike. If you go out into the city, you will see a lot of people are on bicycles. And it was like mind blowing of just like, you're right. There are a lot of people with bicycles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't just judge what your present is based on what your past was. They're very different areas. So it's, huh?
That's all right.
Oh yeah. So it could be something as simple as trying to articulate that of just like, well, I think this way because of X. And it's like, well, now you need to challenge your way of thinking in order to move forward. Mike says, people are usually as bad as I think they are. I'm a good judge of character.
That's your response.
I got nothing. I feel like people are here's what I think about a statement like that. Even though I feel like Mike is taking jabs, I feel like when someone has a thought about something, they'll find a way to prove it right. So if I think that you are going to hurt me in some way, whenever you cause an offense, it's going to prove my right. You see, I knew it. I knew that you would do it. I knew that you would hurt me. I just kept thinking about it. I knew that you were gonna hurt me.
I had a dream about it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But people really do think like that. And it's like, you wanted to find you already, let's be real. You already didn't like me. Mm-hmm. You were just trying to find a reason to prove it right. Yeah. Because that was your thought process. Jackson says, I saw a picture of your dad on a bicycle. I think he knows what he's talking about. When, sir?
I'm going to send you that picture. There's a picture of Dad, probably in the 70s.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm going to leave it at that. I'll send it to you, though.
In the set. Oh, that was probably before everybody.
Yes, I will send you that picture.
I wonder if it was the early 70s?
Sure.
I know. I just said you were taking jabs. I don't know what. Didn't I say that? I said you were taking jabs.
But I feel like this is your relationship every week.
Might be just getting on here to troll for no reason, but it's okay. I knew.
Babe, you're supposed to be at the gym right now.
He's like, I gotta check in on this. We have. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so this is one of your questions, Jendayi. What is something that has taken you a long time to heal from?
Whew. All right, get deep here. So for me, it was myself. Because you know how they say you are your own worst critic. Mm-hmm. So there was a period of time where it was just like looking back now, it's like, what were you doing? What were you thinking? Like, what? Why? For why? So I think that period of time where I was in, where I was, self-reflecting and like making those plans to be the person that I wanted to be, I just kept looking back like, why? What? Why? So it took me a minute to actually grant myself that forgiveness in order to like fully move past that.
Mm.
So that took a long time, a long time. So yeah, that's my answer to that question.
Um. Ooh. Okay, so I had like a canned response, and it was like, "Oh, it's so pretty, it's so nice." But I think that the thing that's probably taking me the longest to heal from is um, not to do with anyone else's relationship. It's more about um, being honest with myself,
Mm-hmm.
um, and because it's like I try to tell myself a story, and I try to um, make the story make reality fit the story instead of the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
And I had believed that I was much whether it was I wasn't as grand, or I was a lot smaller, or my thoughts weren't as great, or I didn't have such good ideas. I really honestly, like, this podcast is a manifestation of it. um I just really shrank myself for years, thinking that, oh, I'm just going to be this good and let that be that.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept trying to feed myself those things and thinking, but it was just because I didn't want to do the work of being greater than what I was.
Mm-hmm.
So I really had to, it wasn't anything terribly traumatic externally, but
Yeah.
internally, it was a lot of self work in uh, understanding that I am more than what I care to portray,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm more, and even in private, I'm more than what's just looking back at me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have a lot more, and I just have to be willing to dig and work for it. So,
Right.
learning to still currently, heal from the lies that I continue to tell myself, and learning how to reshape that story. That's something that I'm really trying to work on,
Yeah.
because that's something I think is going to benefit me, not just in the present but in the long run. But this absolutely, like, this podcast is a manifestation of me learning that I don't have to um, live small just because it's comfortable.
Right.
Not saying that I have to be on a hill with a castle and all that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but in a lot of ways, in my relationships, I can be better. So that's one thing that I'm really working on healing from.
Okay. Thank you for
Yeah,
your honesty.
that was a lot. Didn't really. I was like, yeah,
You're
okay.
welcome.
I'm working on forgiving myself, and just, oh yeah, that'd be good. Um, let's see. Jackson stayed in solidarity with my brother. I need Jackson.
I
Aren't
cannot.
you have weights to lift? Do you not?
Nah, he's
Don't
probably
aren't
just
you?
warm. He's probably warming up right now.
I feel like you have to work on your form a little bit. I mean, you won the race, but your form could be better, sir. I feel like just a little bit.
Oh my lord.
I'm just.
Not a track star.
Let's see. Mike says my divorce.
Okay,
That
that's honest.
that yeah, and then too deep. I take that.
I
What?
can't. I cannot.
It's already out there, and I feel like, you wear that on your sleeve a little bit. People can see that.
Thank you for sharing.
Jocelyn says, not learning from the past. Ooh, care to share?
Mm,
Care to expound
that's a
upon
good
that a little
one.
bit? We're listening. Hey, Dad. Hey, Ma.
Hi, mom and dad.
Jackson says something that's taken me a long time to heal from my childhood. I'm good now, but it was a tough process. Yeah. And I've only heard part of your story, but I'm glad that you're in a better space now, surrounded by people who love and care for you and who are just excited to see you go further in life and be successful in whatever that means to you. So that's pretty cool.
Proud of you, babe.
KK says rushing through life, making mistakes because I was very impatient. Whoo!
Y'all are dropping a lot of good stuff.
Whoo! I felt that one.
Yeah.
I felt it. Because if you don't listen, I'll say dating right now because that's where my headspace is. I'll say dating. I am impatient when it comes to dating. I don't want, oh, what's your favorite color? Oh, what meal would you like to eat? Oh, I want to do no. Listen.
Why are you impatient about that?
Get the stork. To not do the baby, go get the husband. Let the husband be dropped off. He could be a chiropractor. He could be a general contractor. He can he just as long as he knows how to like do stuff. Like that's what drop him off at the front door. So that when I answer, I'd be like, oh hey, husband, boom, right there. I'd be great. But the process of getting to know someone all over again is a lot of energy, and I am not that patient.
But marriage is it's a commitment. You have to get to know the person before they become husband.
Oh Lord, it's a lot. It's a lot. I know that I am impatient when it comes to that. So if it doesn't happen organically where I get to know the person, but know that, hey, I want to, like, if a guy, I just told Caleb, if a guy approached me and says, you know, I want to get to know you, I want to date you or whatever, I'd be like, okay, first of all, give me a couple days to get my life together. Okay. I just need a couple days. Give me a couple days to get my life together. And then we can go out for a few hours, whatever, get to know each other. But when it comes to the act of actually being in a relationship, my impatience ruins any chances of a sustainable relationship. So I have to learn patience within myself before I can execute that in a relationship. So yes.
So you've highlighted that and you're actively working on that.
Am I actively working on that?
Yes.
No, absolutely. Otherwise, I'd be dating right now.
Oh my God.
I'll work on it as it comes. I'm working on patience within myself, like getting some good habits built in. But
it's just getting to know.
That takes so long. It's so much energy. That is a lot to take. Like the act of getting to know someone, because how long does that getting to know you phase last? A lifetime, because the person is constantly changing. They're constantly growing. Hopefully they're not the same person that you met 70 years ago, whatever. But that is a lot of work. It's a lot.
So you don't want to sign up for that right now.
Listen, get the stork, drop the man off, okay? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, he doesn't have to show up with the marriage.
Go to the next comment.
Right, I'm just saying, but that's why.
You sounded like married at first sight right now. Okay, go to the next comment, girl.
Oh gosh, no. I'm saying he does not need. We don't need a marriage license. We could just. We don't have to do the thing. I'm just. Ooh, son. Yeah, that was me doing a photo shoot back in the. Okay, okay, Dad. Why are you doing a photo shoot? Why are you doing a photo shoot? And was this early 70s, like before everyone, or was this like
I feel like 70s? It was before when Dad was before everyone. You know, Dad was. I'll send you the picture.
Lord. Jackson says, "Thanks, Queen."
You're welcome, boo.
Didn't someone fall in that race?
What y'all not gonna do is talk about my best friend, okay? She's a little rusty.
Leslie.
Leave her alone.
But she was warming up.
Leave her alone. Her shoes were not tied, okay?
So she had her shoes loose
Next
during the warm-up?
Next comment.
Okay.
This is off topic right now.
Wanda says, hey, Wanda, definitely past relationships with people I consider best friends, putting everything on the line for them and not receiving the same loyalty back. Yeah. Are you still having that, or how do you have your expectations changed? That's a better question. How have your expectations changed in new relationships? So, friends are not something. It's not a word that I don't think any of us on this live uses lightly. Friendship is a title that is absolutely earned over time and tests. So how now are you using your healed self to set expectations when you meet new people or engage in relationships with the new friends? Way to back me up, Mike. How did she have a better form when she failed?
You know what?
Listen, that was the false start. Okay, she had a false start. Somebody came, kicked her in the shin. We didn't see it because it happened so fast. It was like Dash from The Incredibles. He just came in real fast, kicked her in the shin. She fell, and then when they started again, she had a great form. And then if the race had gone on like 20 feet longer, she would have absolutely won. She had to.
No, they both were like, no, this is long enough. Like they both were like, no. Because I wanted this longer. They was like, no, this is good right here. Right here. Yeah.
Yes, get the stork. Yes, get the stork. The stork, take a day off of picking up babies. Find wherever. I think my husband fell asleep. That's what he is. He's in a coma right now. That's what happened.
So you need to be in hospitals, is what you're saying.
He fell asleep and he hasn't woken up yet. And it's mostly because I'm in the house. I'm gonna go outside eventually. But get the stork. The stork is gonna be the solution. The stork is gonna be a solution. How soon we forget? What are you referring to? I don't know what you're referring to. You guys know what you're referring to, Mike? I'm not sure.
I'm sure that he's talking to he's talking to Jackson.
Oh, okay. All right. Listen, yes, that's why I need a couple days to get my life together. Because my body, listen, I'm not 20. I'm just saying, I'm not 20. That's what it is. It's the hottest thing. Jackson says the getting to know you part is great when it's the right person.
Thanks, baby. It is. I'm telling you. Every day is something.
I'm not saying, listen, I like getting to know people, but get to the point. Good Lord. I am watching preview after preview. I just want the movie already.
But if you already know that it's a continual thing, what do you mean get to the point? If
get to the point.
What point? If you're always going to be learning each other, what point are you talking about?
Oh goodness, it just takes so long.
I need you to elaborate because it's not making sense.
Okay. We're gonna do this or we're not gonna do this. Like, are you gonna dip out or are you staying and we really doing this relationship thing? If we really doing this relationship thing, then let's go ahead and get to it. If you still trying to figure it out and I'm not really sure, let's just see where it goes, then no, I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to. Well, I just kind of want to see. You're wasting my time.
So what's the timeline that you expect the guy to know or to get to the point? What's the timeline? Like, how fast are you expecting him to get to the point? When y'all first meet?
No, I don't think that it's okay. So maybe I shouldn't explain it like that. Maybe I should say, what's a better way to say that? Don't get my hopes up of you liking me and wanting to pursue a relationship with me but you're still trying to figure out if this is still what you want. Keep that to you. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't come to me and be like, you know what, man, I really like you, but I want to see if a relationship between the two of us can work. But I'm not trying to rush anything, so let's just kind of see where it goes.
You don't like that?
I want you to walk away from me right now. I just need you. I just.
Like, you want somebody that is like 100%. This is what I want. I don't need to take it slow. This is it. This is the point.
Well, I'm not. First of all, let's put this out there. I'm not getting married tomorrow. Let's not act like we're meeting today and getting married tomorrow. That's not happening. What I'm saying is either you're going to put in the effort to actually get to know me, and we're not talking to like 6 or 7 different people at the same time, but you're actually putting in the effort to get to know me. 1, 2, you're being sure, and this is what you want to do. Don't be like, I just want to kind of add you to my roster. What for how old are you with the roster still? Don't you have a mortgage? You don't have bills? I got bills to pay. Listen. The only roster I want to be on is the Lamb Book of Life. That's it. That's the only roster that I need to be a part of. After that, I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I'm not rushing the process. I don't know why. I don't know why you're trying to come for me so hard, Kayla. I don't understand.
We're trying to help you.
No, because everybody's listen. No, he's in a coma, like the one Friends episode where Phoebe and Monica were sharing a coma guy. So I don't watch Friends.
Girl, so
I don't get that reference.
What you're talking about? Sorry. I'm sure it's funny.
This is it's a whole lot of just Living Single is where it's at. If you can give me a Living Single reference, then yeah, absolutely. First of all, what you're not gonna do is yell at me in caps lock. Okay, that's what you're not gonna do. Don't confuse your past lady. I heard a lot of past in your voice. I'm not. I just told you what my expectations are. Okay.
Get the story. She started off with, "Don't you?"
Yeah. Yes.
No, don't ask any questions. No.
Yes, the roster. The roster. That's what it is. I don't want to be on a roster. I'm not looking to be a sister wife. I don't want to help you build out a team. I don't know. No, I don't want to do it.
No, thank you.
Oh, do we both get rosters? That's the question. Maybe we both get. I don't want a roster.
I'm about to say, you don't even want one.
I don't want a roster. That's too much. It's too much work. Rosters. The good old days. I have no response to that one. I have no response. Yes, Lamb Book of Life. I don't know which response you're referring to.
Maybe Living Single. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Not sure. I don't know.
Let's see. Kevin Samuels is entered the chat.
Go to the gym. Go to the gym and get off the live. I cannot for the life of me. Like I can't.
Oh, where did he come from, and why is he given so much clout? I don't understand why people
went viral, and Jackson's been watching clips and laughing at him since then. I was like, I can't. Like, I know he doesn't take him seriously, but I just cannot. I can't.
Jackson, don't give him any views. Why you gotta give him views?
Thinks he's hilarious. He puts his videos and the things that Donald Trump does are the same thing. He just finds them both hilarious. I can't. No.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing for Kevin Samuels. He says that he's at the gym. Yeah, okay. I'm at the gym. The Lamb's Book of Life. Yes,
Oh
that's the
gosh,
only
this is
roster. That's the only roster that I need to be a part of is the Lamb's Book of Life. That's it. I got my name written down. I'm good. I'm good. Just just want to have time here. Just have a good time while I'm here. KK says I still don't know who Kevin Samuels is.
Don't
He's
even
not
worry
worth
about it.
knowing.
Don't even worry about it.
He's not. He's not worth knowing. What's the little kid say? Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry
Don't
about
worry
it,
about it,
sweetheart.
sweetheart.
Yeah. You don't even look it up. You're okay. You are
Yeah,
not.
you don't need to know. There's nothing about him that is going to enhance your life.
Yeah.
It's just going to make things worse. Just no, just leave it. No. Um do you want to do this last one or I don't know if we have time.
Hold up. What is it?
What hurdles do you currently face in your healing?
You go first. Let me think.
Mostly me, honestly, me. I have to learn how to get out of my own way. I get unless I have, and that's really why I have accountability partners. And I just talked to KK about this today. Is just having somebody who um helps to hold me accountable. It starts with me, of course, but knowing that I do have somebody there who is supporting me, who is checking in on me, even when I feel like I don't want to be checked on. Having somebody who's helping me to hold myself accountable, it helps a lot. So it helps me to get over those hurdles and really heal from it. And then also having people like my friends and family call me out and hold me accountable when I am um, talking from a place of negativity from my past or whatever the case may be. That could be like, you don't have to live hurt. Like
Yeah.
you can live a better life and not just be hurt about things. So having friends and family who genuinely care um really help me by calling it out or giving me some ideas or some ways I can really deal with this. And yeah, so that therapy, Jesus, of course, friends and family, those are some ways that I deal with some of the hurdles that I do face. So but it's mostly just me knowing and believing that it's possible to be better than where I am today.
Okay. So my answer is also me, but a different aspect. So I have an issue with putting God's power in a box.
Mm.
So I often reflect, okay, well, he showed up this way for me last time, so he's going to do it again. Instead of me understanding that I don't know the capabilities, it's like unlimited. I can literally do anything, but instead in my mind, I just make him so much smaller than what he actually is.
Mm-hmm.
That hinders different blessings and it hinders how I see the outcomes of different situations because I believe he's only going to do it in the way that he's done it before.
Right.
So I need to remove myself and get those limitations. Like who am I to put limitations on what he can do? So that's definitely
Right.
something that um, has blocked certain things because when you feel like you're over something and then something happens and now those old wounds are open. It's like, oh, we've been through this already. I thought I was good. Okay, God, do what you did last time, but what you did last time is not what I need.
Right.
So I just got to remove myself and allow God to do what is needed versus what I saw Him do last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What honestly has really helped me out with that is especially after I got Colt, my dog. For those of you who don't know, um, after I got Colt, I realized that if God gave me Colt, and it was weird the way it happened, but God gave me Colt, and Colt has never had to worry about food.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I had money in my bank account or I had whatever, Colt has never worried about shelter. He's never worried about food. He's never worried about toys, play dates, anything. anytime Colts ever needs anything, like I have not bought this dog toys. I haven't.
Mm.
Anytime there's toys that are broken or anything, somebody's always sending something in the mail, whether I get something from Texas or something from another friend or whatever. Somebody's always sending him something.
Mm-hmm.
Or there just happens to be, if I don't have it, there happens to be dog food that somebody that I use that somebody else is like, oh, my dog didn't like this.
Mm.
So if God's doing all this work to take care of a dog,
right,
what more is he going to do for me?
Exactly.
So it's me really exposing myself. Okay, Lord, what is it that I need to see or I need to do? Because I thought I was healed from this, but this person talked, he said something to me that cut so deep into a wound that I thought I was actually working on being healed. So it feels fresh all over again. Like, what is it in me that I can really, oh, maybe I have to go deeper. Maybe there's more work that I need to do. Maybe there's something else that needs to be uncovered. And so in doing that, it has helped me to deepen my relationship with God and know who he is much more than I can even imagine. So if our imagination is so big and he's even greater, then absolutely tell me I won't be great when I won't. Listen. Okay, Lord. All right. And so knowing that he's going to do what he's going to do in his time, that really, I mean, every time I look at Colt, every time I feed him, every time I give him water, take him out for the yard. I mean, take him out to the yard, take him out for a walk, whatever. Like, it's a constant reminder. I forgot where I left off. Oh, here it is. Okay. Jackson says, I have no hurdles. As you can see, my spectacular track performance, I just hop over them. I cannot with you, Jackson son. Seriously, though, I started my healing process before I met Jendayi, but having a supporting person like her by my side has helped me complete the process. That's awesome.
Love you too.
That is awesome. Having that, and that's really important. Just having people, whether they're physically there, spiritually there, emotionally there, to help hold you accountable and let you know, hey, you're human. Like, healing is not linear. It's, you can regress. You can, just like you can progress forward, you can regress. And so, giving yourself that space and grace and being like, man, I thought I was healed from this, instead of getting mad. It's like, okay, let's meditate. Let's get deeper. Let's find out what's going on. Let's go back to the drawing board. Maybe it wasn't this. Thank you. I, just telling a little bit of my story, share a little bit of my story. Current hurdle, being drained because I've realized I need to put in effort to heal and not just assume, hope, pray that someone else will take away my pain. I'm that someone else.
Okay, I'll come in the room.
If you listen, it's so much easier to think that someone else is going to come into our life and it's going to automatically, oh man, all my problems are gone. I'm a better person because of you. I'm so, but I don't think that it's necessarily having someone there that makes things work. It's having someone there that loves you through it, that makes you want to do the work. I want to be better because they bring the best out of me.
Right.
Like, that's the type of relationships that are worth having. Those are the type of relationships that are worth being around and wanting to build and to sow into and to grow. Because we can get stuck in just like, especially Disney Channel, someday my prince will come. What? What?
But the cheetah girl said they don't want to be like Cinderella.
Listen, I can be independent, but only for so long. Listen, I am a very interdependent kind of person. I feel like it's important to know where limitations hard, but also know that it does take you wanting to work.
Yeah.
Like you have to want to heal. Some people like the pain
Yeah.
because sometimes they feel like it's all they have.
The only
Who,
way they
who
feel
am
something.
I
Yeah.
without this? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mhm.
What'd you say?
That's it. And they want to feel something, whether it's good or bad. They know they can cause the pain.
Yeah.
They can control that. So why not? Yeah. Did a study
Let's
on that in high school, but
let's
that's getting
be
dark.
let's be pain free in 2021. Let's try to let's look at some of the processes that we have to go through, and it's not going to be all butterflies and rainbows, but your future self will absolutely thank you for even starting to put in the work, whether that looks like church, social groups, therapy, whatever that looks like, even journaling, meditating, whatever it is, you digging more into you to understand and learn what you need to grow to push past whatever your hurdles are. And I know some of y'all are looking at this and not commenting because it's like way more people in the chat than there are commenting. But if some of this got a little deep, good.
Yes.
Hopefully, it will make you consider some things that you could change or grow or help. And if you don't know where to start, there's probably a TikTok or an Instagram post or something that will help you get started. And sometimes it even starts with just free writing. Get a piece of paper, get a pen, and just start writing. Just free write for like 5 minutes and see what comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Highlight some things, look at some things you want to change, you want to grow. So thank you so much, Jendayi. Thank you to everyone in the comments. I appreciate everyone for being here. You all are the reason why I come every Thursday to have great guests, even better conversations. Jendayi, if you can tell people where they can find you, I would greatly
You
appreciate
can
it.
find me and my family on Instagram at doses_hub_Deriska, where we love to spread the love, the light, the sunshine, all that good stuff into the world. Send out good vibes. We post maybe a few times a week, whether it be scripture, track races, our kids solos, our kids losing their teeth when they're only 4 years old,
Whew.
different pictures and videos of our dating and our getting to know you in our early dating stages. Just a different, just positive vibe we like to bring to the world. There's too much negativity, so we're trying to add to that positivity. That Black love is real, it exists, and we're happy.
Absolutely. Love, black love. Uh, I want to say thank you to KK. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Lenora. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you, Mike. Um, Thank you, Wanda. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you, Jason. Um, did I miss anyone? Nope, I think I got everybody. And thank you to Jendayi. Appreciate you so much for being here again.
Of course.
If you haven't already, check out the episode. It is wherever podcasts are found. And also, you can check the visuals on YouTube as always. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube at youtube.com/c/champions of discourse, or you can look up hashtag take up space POD on YouTube. Also follow us on social media at Take Up Space Pod. That's Take Up Space POD on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are most active probably on Instagram and Twitter. So just make sure you tune in there. But thank you all so much. We have an escape artist. Just kidding.
He said, I'm trying to be on a live too.
He just jumped in a Papa Son and trying to hide under the covers.
Leave him be.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank
Thanks,
you, Lenore.
Lenora.
Thank you so much to everyone. We'll see you next week. Make sure you check out this week's episode, but we'll be back here on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time with another live. Talk to you guys later.
Bye, y'all.